So recently we've seen a lot of content creators from Lost Ark move over to BDO. I myself have also been playing BDO for about 2 weeks now. Now I got a little bit of experience. I played BDO many years ago, back in like 2017, maybe 2018, and I put in maybe like 200 hours, but I didn't really get a real feel for the game. I didn't really give it a chance. I didn't explore everything. I didn't really get to do too much. I also played last season and pumped up a level 61 Guardian, but that's pretty much it. I didn't really do anything else. I just leveled it to 61 and then I went back to Lost Ark. So I figured I'd make a video of what I've been up to in BDO and my experience so far and what I like about the game. And yeah, so let's get into it. BDO is currently running a seasonal event, which is basically a bunch of servers with boosted XP rates, and also a season pass, which has small challenges to complete, which you get rewards for. There's also other various event quests that you can find in your Black Spirit or other NPCs in some of the cities where you have to turn in some kind of token to get some kind of reward there. BDO is also constantly doing these redeemable codes you can plug in game and basically get rewards sent to your mail. A great website to find these codes is garmoth.com. It's on the front page. They got the coupon codes on the right side, so you can see when they expire, you can see when they were released. This is something I think BDO does really well in general. I constantly feel like I'm getting showered in gifts, which feels great. I mean, I have a few characters and every single one of them have a premium outfit, and I've also got like 3 extra premium outfits just sitting in my storage, and I haven't paid a single dime for any of them. So as you're running your seasonal character through the storyline, you're going to be getting a beginner set called Naru gear and seasonal mats that upgrade this gear. It's super easy. You're basically just going to be slamming through the enhancements on this. And once you reach max level on the Naru gear, you can eventually convert it to Tuvala, which is the next tier. And you're going to be getting separate seasonal mats for that. And those enhancements are pretty easy as well, except when you start to get towards like Tet and Pen, which is the max level on those. But still, they're still super easy to max out. You're going to be getting a ton of these seasonal mats for enhancing, so you're just going to be slamming the enhance button until you finally max them out. The world in this game is absolutely gigantic, and just to give you an example, this is me on the new expansion, just a small little island in the ocean. As you can see, I zoom out while I'm running on my horse. You can see how slow I'm moving on this island alone. And now I'll zoom out even further to the entire map, and it is massive. I mean huge. There's so many places to go, and you will visit everywhere and revisit those places again. There's a lot to explore. Luckily, there's a system in place to help you move around throughout this entire map. It's a Magnus quest line, and you'll unlock like little wells that you can jump into, and then you can take TPs to different locations. So this season they're giving away a dream horse. There's 3 of them. There's a doom horse, which is like a fire horse, a Dine, which is basically a unicorn that runs on water, and then this Ardwan. I don't even know how to say the name, but it's a Pegasus. It's a flying mount. Okay, and listen, if you're not picking the flying mount to do things like this, then what is going on? I understand the Doom looks cool, but come on, like, this is a no-brainer. You should be picking the flying mount, hands down. Anybody who knows me on a little bit more of a personal level knows that I'm not really the horizontal life skilling kind of guy, but I don't know what it is. For some reason, Black Desert kind of makes me want to life skill a little bit. So I've been running around doing a little bit of light skill here and there, and like talking to everybody I possibly can in every town I visit. That way I earn a little bit more knowledge and I get a little bit more energy, which later on you use to reroll workers, which BDO's got a node network, which basically you go and you put contributions into certain nodes, and then you can hire workers and send those workers to go gather things from those nodes for you. So I've been kind of like learning about the system a little bit, and it seemed complex at first, but it's really kind of simple as soon as you understand it. And so I've been doing a lot of that. I've been hiring workers and sending them all over the world, gathering things for me. One of this game's strongest features is definitely its combat. I mean, it feels super satisfying, pretty much all the classes that you'll try, and at first, you're going to feel like a Pepega trying to put these combos together, but once you learn the system and once you get a little bit of practice with it, I promise you it's going to be coming out smooth, and you'll have it in no time. Skills have add-ons, which is basically buffs for specific skills you can set up. Now, you can kind of customize this depending on what you're doing or what your rotation is. Coming from a game like Lost Ark, where everything felt very like you need to pick this. There is no other options. It's kind of nice to have the option to theorycraft if you wanted to. Obviously, there's going to be better setups, but you can definitely make some adjustments here depending on what you're doing. Each class is going to have a bunch of skills that have either super armor, forward guard, knockdowns, iframes. You definitely want to get used to these. They're going to be super useful in PvP, but they'll also be useful in PvE. And yeah, so the system is definitely, it's got layers to it, which is really nice. The game has recently introduced this thing called Boss Blitz, which is from the expansion Land of the Morning Light. And when you finish the entire quest line for Land of the Morning Light, you'll unlock these different bosses that you can fight weekly, up to 5 times, that give you rewards. Basically, you come in here and you could set up the different auras that these bosses are weak to, and then you'll go to their location and actually challenge them. There's 10 different difficulties, and so far the highest that I've completed is Calamity 5, and it actually took me a while of running this specific raid to finally complete it. I just kept dying and dying and dying, and then finally I was able to clear it, and I got a pretty good time actually. I placed I think it was 7th. The week's not over, so people ranked above me now. Now I'm sitting around 12th, but I can go back in there and run another time, and if I clear faster, I'll re-rank. So anyway, I've been having a really good time over on BDO, and if you've been thinking about it and you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it, and the community over here is absolutely wonderful. Everybody's super nice. You can ask anything in chat and people will have answers for you. It's a really positive community, and I've been enjoying myself a lot, so yeah. Thanks for watching, and if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a whole bunch. Also, let me know down in the comments if you guys are coming over from Lost Ark, and if you guys are enjoying BDO.